Hello everybody and welcome. Today I will show you how to create and then publish a package, an NPM package, and then later use it in any other repository or share with anybody else. Two prerequisites for this are to have a NPM account available, so you can sign up for free, as well as a GitHub available, which is the place where we'll host all the code for our package. Step one will be creating a new GitHub repository to host our code. So we go to the plus sign, new repository. Here we will type the repository name, which necessarily does not need to be the package name, but it should be generally the same. I will use 951 because the package I will make will be a simple one that checks if the number you entered is 951. It will be a public repository, and we will choose the Node.js ignore template because that's what we need. So now let's create it. The next step is to clone this repo locally. And cd into it, as well as open the income. The next step now will be to run npm init-y to get our package.json. With this, we will now add the index.js, which is the main entrance of the package and the repo. I will paste in this simple code, which includes one function to check if the value entered indeed is 951. We will now git add all, git commit initial commit, and finally git push. With this, all the changes we made locally will be available on the repo now, and we can move on to other things. With the code pushed to the repo, we are ready to now create actions that will automatically publish a new version on each tag's push. So to do that, we go to actions. Then in here, you will search for npm pub. You will choose this one, publish a Node.js package to npm. You will click configure. In here, you can add more complex, and for more complex packages, you will have more complex setup and build steps. Because this package requires no building and we have no installation, we can completely remove this build job. We can also remove the need for the build job. Again, we can remove the CI because there is nothing to install, and we can keep these steps. The one thing I will change is when the release happens, because currently the release will happen only when we add a release through the GitHub UI. I will change this to happen on any tags push. So any tags with version and then any version will trigger this workflow and trigger a publishing of the new version. Just quickly to go over this is what it runs on Ubuntu. It will obviously check out the repo. It will set up Node, specifically version 20, and then it will run npm publish with the secret key we will add after this. We will now commit these changes, commit changes, and now we have a workflow for our 951 repository. With all the code ready and the workflow committed, we can now add the secret. To get the secret, we'll go to npm, obviously be logged in, go to the account settings, go to access tokens, go to generate a new token and select classic token. Here we will name the token. In our case, it will be 951 pub, since it will only be used to publish the 951 package. We will select automation because we don't want to two-factor authenticate every time we publish a new version, and we will click generate token. I will then copy this token, which will be blurred for you, and go back here. In our repository, we will go to settings. We will go to secrets and variables, and specifically actions. We will then add a new repository secret, name it npm token, and paste it right here. We will then click add secret, and that part is done. Finally, we will now go back to the repository. We will pull the changes we made. We will add tags, git tag version 100, and then we will git push -- tags to push all local tags. This will now trigger a workflow. So if we go back here and click on actions, we will see that the action is running And when it is done, we will see a new version of the package being published. With the workflow completed, if we now go back to NPM and go to packages, we can now see we have a package published 1 minute ago, and it is now available here. All the versions, all the stats available, and it can now be installed in any repository by running npm install 9.5. That's it. Thank you.